So today, Claudia and I, this is Michaela, went over all of the items in the list, looked at everybody's work and videos, and we decided to use the video recording again and talk about the different things we saw and what we thought about them. And basically what we felt was that one of the aspects of using a personal learning network is that just like kids who like to go on Facebook or have Twitter or take photographs, or not even kids actually, because my generation, which is middle-aged, is also doing that, can use up an amazing amount of time. So the question is, how do we frame the work so that it's not extremely time consuming? Both of us work a lot with kids in high school. We're both educational therapists, so we work from the aspect of what happens after school. And time is a huge problem. You only have about 3 hours if you actually want to go to bed on time, and meaning 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Most kids go to bed at 1, 1:30, 2 in the morning to get all their work done, especially the ones that want to have high grades. And setting up something like this could use up an amazing amount of their time and can be very distracting. And not only that, using Facebook or Twitter can also become a land of where bullies can become bullies even more, or where kids that maybe wouldn't bully in the real world may end up bullying in the virtual world. So how would you set it up so that the teacher is part of the discussion, to keep track of where the kids are at? Are they on topic? Are they really speaking about the subject matter? Are they really looking for people who will help them in the subject matter? And also, what subjects do best in this environment? So we went and looked at the different videos that we watched. We really liked this one by this man who did a math page, and this is for other teachers, and we felt that this was a more appropriate aspect of this material. So if you're a PhD or a teaching credential teacher doing the year of teaching, or even a bachelor's degree student who's interested in teaching, this is an excellent example of an excellent way of using this media to learn from and add to one's personal learning network. This is actually something that we're really interested in. We're both teaching math, and it's very helpful to have an already set up curriculum that teaches a specific area in a way that really helps kids. Now, on the next one, we really liked this web page. We found this page when we were looking up how to build our own personal learning network, and it's a very clear page. It explains step by step what to do. It gives you all the personal networks. We're going to put this link as part of our page when we load up our video. And the social networking, it's interesting that they picked MySpace also, which isn't used hardly at all, at least amongst the people I know. I did use it when it first came out, and it's more like a blog, or at least it used to be built more like a blog. I actually prefer it for this kind of class. I think that if I had students using a media, I would be using either MySpace or the one that's designed for kids and teachers. There is a Facebook-like page that is actually designed for teachers, and I'll put that link on there too. I don't have it up right now for the video. We have Twitter, obviously. That's a very good one if you're following people talking about your topic. I also believe the Twitter one is better for the post-high school age group. Kids use Twitter all the time, and I wouldn't say no to saying, hey, look, there's this teacher that loves to talk about history. He posts on Twitter all the time. You should follow them. So that would be kind of like a limited box or a space where the student can go and look at what the teacher's posting, but you're not kind of setting up a network in the classroom where you don't really see what's going on, which I think is a difficult point.
Yeah, so the Twitter would be just basic for educational purpose to contact people that are really interested in
the topic
matter.
The
topic matter.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. Yes, I agree. And then LinkedIn, that's more of a work environment. I don't know how many high school kids are on it. Then there's wiki spaces, WordPress. So these are all excellent, I think, at the college level. And I believe that really I'd like to illuminate. I don't know that one. I'd have to look at some of these. But overall, it's a very interesting networking kind of way of looking at how to network with other people in our fields and in our courses if that's specifically what we're looking for. But there's still the issue of, I really like this one, and this one is very good because I actually do use a lot of these, and I find that yes, they are all like kind of hooked up to each other. So and the companies did it on purpose. So obviously, if you find yourself, using Facebook, and then you get on Twitter, all your friends that are on Facebook are also on Twitter, and et cetera, et cetera. Also, all these networks are connecting the planet between each other. I mean, you can have people from other countries that you're connected with just because you're interested in the same thing, and that makes it really interesting, I feel. I know high school homeschoolers who did that. They became connected with people in Canada, one in Asia, other ones in the United States. They do that through the Pokemon game on their game machine. And in that sense, they usually do well. They do have trouble on some of the games. They have trouble on some of the web pages, but the kids who know how to take care of themselves will usually either ask them to leave or take off and turn off their accounts. This one instead is my example of educational psychology. So I teach also educational psychology, and my question was, if I'm teaching educational psychology to a group of teachers rather than to a group of future psychologists, where do I go? I mean, all of these, some of them are applied psychology and some of them are just about educational psychology in general. So the thing is actually being able, for me, to build a personal learning network. I would want to find subject matter which applies in the classroom, not just the theoretical aspects so that then one can then get a PhD in educational psychology, but how do you take that material, that information, and use it for the classroom? So that goes back to the original math teacher who used personal learning network to then apply it in the classroom for many teachers around them. And anything else?
No, I think the personal learning network is really good when the teacher create their own and then help the student navigate and explain little pieces of the P&L. And it's good to get just a subject and show how you created your own, and the student can collaborate and improve your PLN.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.